Hello everybody, my name is Pigman999 and welcome to another Let's Play. This one is on a visual novel called Higurashi When They Cry, aka Higurashi no Nakadokoro ni, or When the Cicadas or Cicadas Cry, however you pronounce it. There's many names for this series, but the most common one is probably When They Cry. That's where Higurashi. That's what most people know it by, and I usually just refer to it as Higurashi often when I'm talking about the series. And if any of you know anything about me, you know that I love this series to death. This series, blew me away. I mean, seriously, it's there's nothing quite like this series. There really isn't. I mean, there are. You could compare other series that have similar horror and psychological elements in them, like Mirai Nikki, or let me think of another one that comes to mind. There's other, psychological horror type series out there. Another one is that comes to mind is Phantom, Requiem of the Phantom. And that has similar psychological and almost horrific elements, but it's not quite the same way in the sense that it's like a murder mystery. In fact, I would say the closest thing in terms of murder mysteries and stuff like that would be Occultic 9. But the pace of that one is so much faster than Higurashi, and that series goes by so quickly compared to Higurashi that it's almost like a completely different type of story. So it has a similar in the sense of a murder mystery, but it's done so differently that I don't even compare the two. By the way, Occultic 9 is a good anime. I suggest that. It's very weird, very different. Just like Higurashi. Higurashi is very different too, but in almost the complete opposite way. Anyways, last night I tried recording this. It did not work. The volume, I realized the sound was way too loud, so I turned it down way low. So I can hear myself now. So chances are that audio is going to be good this time around. Also, it was late. It was like 11 p.m. This is actually extremely early. This is 9 a.m. I'm recording at 9 a.m. That's almost unheard of, guys. That's almost unheard of. So yeah, that's cool, I guess. Though there's a reason I don't really typically record at these times. I usually feel kind of sick. Not that I'm actually sick. I just don't feel up to doing stuff. But I really wanted to get this video out, so I'm going to sacrifice my well-being for the Let's Play, because that's how much Pigman cares about his Let's Plays. Yeah. I do not have a Coke today. I do not have a Dr. Pepper today. I had one last night, though. I am having a Pepsi today in a cup. Yeah. So that's different. Anyways, without further ado, let's begin the Let's Play. Now, as you can tell, that's my original save file. We're obviously going to overwrite that when we get to a save point. So, I say let's begin the Let's Play. Now, as another warning, just one little thing. I know I spent 3 minutes talking about it, but one more thing before we begin. This is a dark series. There's lots of horrific stuff that happen, and it's pretty scary, compared to the anime and manga. I mean, the manga's pretty scary. The manga does a good job of being pretty horrific, too. The anime, it goes by a bit too quickly in some senses, some cases, during the story. This is a long game, by the way. It's around 50 to 60 hours. Just the one chapter. There's 8 chapters in this game, and one chapter takes up like 50 some hours. So it's gonna be a long LP. In fact, I'll probably just break each Let's Play into a separate playlist. So each chapter will have its own playlist. So this will be the Let's Play of Onikakushi, which is the game will explain itself right now. So yeah, let's begin. As I was saying, we're going to start with Onikakushi, which is the Spirited Away by the Demon chapter. Welcome to the world of Higurashi When They Cry. Onikakushi is the opening scenario that invites you to this world. Relax and enjoy life in Hinamizawa. The difficulty is quite high, but that is just one more thing to be enjoyed. I won't be right. I know typically I tend to be more in the face with the mic, but I will try to not be as close to the mic in this recording. I'll try to be farther away than usual, just so I don't know. I feel like since I'm practically going to be narrating and talking the whole time, I feel like I don't need to be as close to the mic as I usually am. And plus, this is a pretty good mic, so I think it will pick my voice up wherever I am, regardless. So that's good. Maybe just one final adjustment. I'm just going to move it a tad bit over. Yeah, that's good. Okay. So yeah, this is Onikakushi. And they say difficulty. You may be wondering, what's the difficulty? Isn't this a visual novel? It is. Kind of. It's a sound novel, which is a tad bit different from a visual novel. I don't want to explain this. It'll take me 10 minutes just to explain the damn thing. So look it up yourself. I mean, more or less, it's a visual novel, but more simple. That classic laughter. This is a scenario jump. This is only because I have played through this chapter myself. So you only want to use it if you want to skip to certain parts, and we don't need to do that, so we're going to say don't use. Now, 6 minutes in, we can finally begin the game! Yeah! Don't be sad. The world may not forgive you, but I do. Don't be sad. You may not forgive the world, but I forgive you. Tell me, what must I do to earn your forgiveness? If I was going to be betrayed, it would have been better to get physically torn apart. I trusted her. No, I do trust her. I trust her even now. But I'm starting to come to a realization. The only reason I trust her is because I don't want to admit the truth. I force myself to believe in her, but I'm sick and tired of this emotion. The tears flow out from my eyes and soak my face. My mechanical movement stops, and the room is filled with silence. All I hear is the cry of the Higurashi. But I feel like I can still hear her. That can't be right. She has stopped saying it a while ago. I'm the only one crying. She didn't even cry. When she was repeating those words, she had no expression or emotion on her face. If she doesn't have any tears to shed for me, neither do I. I shouldn't have cried for her, have to cry for her. But why is it that it hurts so much and I can't stop crying? Is it because I want to believe that she didn't betray me? Isn't it enough? Another part of me softly speaks inside of my heart. My heart is torn apart badly. I wanted to leave behind this painful feeling, but I chose not to do that. It could have been a lot easier if I got rid of this pain. I knew it, but I still chose to believe in her. Only I know how difficult it was for me. Hey, me. I did what I could do. I know I did. It's enough. I should let it go and be free. I'm not getting rid of my pain. I'm just leaving it with her. Just like laying flowers. So, calm down. My right arm is numb. But raise it up one more time. Every time I swing it down, I can forget my pain. I appreciated her kindness. I appreciated her pretty smile. I loved rubbing her head. loved seeing her shy face. This is the last one. After this swing, I'll forget everything. This is for you. My first and last flowers for you. I don't know for sure, but I think I loved you. And thus that was the intro for Higurashi When They Cry. Very dramatic intro. So I hope my voice somewhat did a decent job of portraying that. And obviously this is going to be a very narrative heavy series. This isn't going to be like School Days, where I like provide commentary every now and then. I'll try to, like, after each scene, kind of give my thoughts, I think, on it. I think I'll do that kind of thing, kind of like I did at the end of each episode of School Days, but it will be less frequent than I did in School Days. So just as a warning, in case you wanted like endless commentary, it's not going to be like that. In fact, I don't think most people who want to watch the series want that, so I'll try to limit that as much as I can. Anyways, let's continue. It seems like someone is apologizing continuously. What is she apologizing about? I feel it's not right to prick up my ears, so I try not to hear what she's saying. I'm back in the city for the funeral. It's been a while. I was living here just a month ago, but I'm overwhelmed by the crowd of the city. Skyscrapers and wide roads. Noisy melody that comes out from the streetlights. Even a loud public speech at the election makes me feel right at home. There's nothing like them in the place I live now. All they have is a murmuring of a clear stream, and the cry of the Higurashi. Recently, I feel at ease instead of sadness, living in that quiet place. There's nothing convenient in the place I live now. No hamburger places and not even a vending machine. No record store, no restaurant. No arcades. Of course, there's no ice cream shop. They have some of them in the nearest village, but it takes an hour to get there by bike. However, I don't really feel inconvenienced. There were record stores, arcades, and ice cream shops at the place I used to live, but I didn't go there that often. In fact, I lived there for 10 years, but I never went to the ice cream shop. I should have gone there at least once. It's too late, though. Someone is still apologizing. Who is she apologizing to? Whoever is it should have forgiven her by now. She shouldn't be apologizing like this. I start feeling irritated by the fact that this person is not forgiving her. All mistakes should be forgiven. There's no mistake that can't be fixed. She just has to be careful the next time. Yet, she continues to apologize. Did she do something so terrible that it can't be fixed? I don't know what she did, but if it's something irreversible, she should be forgiven even more. No matter how much she apologizes, nothing will change. However, she continues to apologize with a pathetic voice. Hey, whoever's being apologized to, just go ahead and forgive her, will you? She sounds so miserable, don't you know? Keiichi, we're almost there. Wake up. I finally wake up as my dad pokes me. The train has finally reached the last stop. We changed over several trains for a few hours. The view I see outside the window makes me forget that I'm still in the same country. and the same time period. We're still not there yet. We will be riding the car in the mountains for a while. As we drive through the deep forest, we're finally here at our home, Hinamizawa. Although it's summertime, the morning air is still harshly cold. But I don't mind, because the air is so fresh here in this village. Outside the window is nothing but green. All I see is trees. Even our next door neighbor lives far away. I'm dominating this magnificent view and fresh morning air. I inhale deeply and fill my lungs with air. Since I moved here in Hinamizawa, I found out for the first time that air can actually smell good. I get ready for school and go downstairs to eat breakfast. My mom is there, but not my dad. I bet he was working hard until this morning. My dad is an artist, a rather unique job to say the least. His daily life is quite happy-go-lucky. He wakes up, sleeps, and works whenever he feels like it. When I was in elementary school, I envied my dad's lifestyle. My dad was thrilled when I told him that I also wanted to be an artist. Of course, I didn't tell him that it was simply because I thought it looks easy to be like him. My mom serves my breakfast on the table. Alright. Seaweed, pickles, egg, and grilled salmon. Yeah. Which sounds odd to me, you know, because American, yeah. Not quite the normal breakfast I would typically picture, but yeah. Yeah. I like salmon, don't get me wrong, I like salmon. I just never could imagine having it for breakfast. My mom scares me sometimes. It's the perfect, most idealistic breakfast. Again, idealistic. Depends who you are, I guess, yeah. Unlike my dad, my mom is always on the top of her game. She's in a good mood as usual, and she brings the pot of miso soup while humming a song. I'm glad you've been waking up on your own since we moved here, Keiichi. I wake up early so I can eat breakfast. I talk back at her like a mischievous boy after being appraised by her. How much rice would you like to eat? A bowlful. I eat my steamy rice with seaweeds in the beginning. I know what you guys are gonna say. McMahon, this is not horror. What the hell? Come on. What is this? Japanese village simulator? Yeah, kind of, yeah. At the beginning, this is a typical visual novel. In typical visual novel, or rather sound novel fashion, we begin every journey by knowing their daily lives. That's pretty much how... I can't even think of one visual novel where that isn't the case. Okay, there's one exception. Sayano Uta doesn't do this. Sayano Uta is very brief in the introductions of the characters, and I will give it that. But Sayano Uta is a very different visual novel, so... You know what? That doesn't quite count. I honestly can't think of another visual novel where this isn't apparent. Even Fate's Day Night. Fate's Day Night has it, Yasuke Sora has it, Canon has... Canon actually doesn't have it that much. Canon is actually pretty straightforward with the introductions. By the way, Canon will be happening soon as well. If you were wondering about that, you probably weren't. You're probably like, what the hell's Canon? It's a visual novel. So yeah. Anyways, back to the game. Then I add the raw egg inside. I also enjoy the texture of the crunchy pickles. Not bad at all. I'm having a good start again today. Mom smiles softly as she sees me eat with a healthy appetite. I'm glad you've been eating breakfast every day since we moved here. When I was living in the city, I had a hard time waking up every morning. I overslept every day, and I barely ate breakfast. sounds like my life, honestly. Being forced to be in a cram school, boycotting my mom's breakfast was my way of showing rejection. I guess I was in my rebellious stage. How ungrateful was I? My mom worked hard every morning to prepare the breakfast, but I was ignoring that. I would beat that kid up if I was living with someone like that. Mom looks at the clock and stares at me with a smile. Isn't it time for you to meet Reina-chan now? Hurry up. My mom teases me about the fact that I go to school with a girl. Reina is my classmate. She loves taking care of others, and she always comes by and picks me up to walk to the school together. I feel shy about going to school with a girl every morning. However, at the same time, I can't let my classmate down. She's just trying to be nice to me. I wonder how early she shows up at that place every morning. I hurry to the door after guzzling the last bit of miso soup. Tell her thank you for the pickles. I guess she's talking about the pickles I ate this morning. I didn't know that my mom got it from Reina. I should have taken my time to enjoy them more. Alright. So yes, as I was saying before, this has a very slow setup. Especially in the visual novel. The anime is slightly quicker. It probably takes about like 1 or 2 episodes, and it gets kind of into the groove of things. But this takes a tad bit longer. Not as long as you may expect, but I would say the first, 2-3 hours of the game, fairly slow. So, what is that, like the first 4 or 5 episodes of Let's Play will be kind of slow. But it will pick up. And when it does, it will be very interesting, I promise you. Now, there are lots of female characters in this game. So, coming up with different female voices is going to be tricky, and I will probably fail miserably. Feel free to make fun of me in the comments section. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see how this goes. It probably won't go well, but I'll be slightly optimistic this time. Just this once. Keiichi-kun! Good morning! I'm failing miserably already. Damn it! I hear your energetic voice in the fresh morning air. So you're early again, huh? You can sleep in every once in a while, you know? I don't want to risk making you wait for me, though. She's such a nice girl. Don't worry, if you're late, I'll just leave you. Classy. Keiichi-kun, that's so mean. I always wait for you. I'll leave you for sure. No second doubts in my mind. I definitely will. Why are you so mean? Why? She frowns. She reacts to every word I say. What a funny girl. What a funny girl. Ha ha ha. I'm just kidding. I'll wait for you. She seems relieved to hear my words. Then she blushes up. Oh, thank you. I'll wait until you show up. I'll wait forever. I'm not creepy. What? Wow, forever? Her face turns red and her head steams up from the heat. She gets so embarrassed with a topic like this. I've never met a person as funny as her before. It makes me want to tease her more. Have you ever read any romantic novels? What? Oh, no way. I've never read anything like that before. I guess she's curious, but she's too shy to buy something like that. I wonder what would happen if she read them. She'd probably pass out with a red face. By the way, my mom said thank you for the pickles. Oh, you're welcome. How was it? Was it too salty? It wasn't salty at all. It was just fine. I should just tell her that it was delicious, but it's hard for me to say that out loud. Can I ask you something? Are you the one who made those pickles? Or was it your mom who made them? What? Why are you asking this? Was it too salty for you? She gets in a panic all of a sudden. You or your mom? Why are you asking me who made it? Why? My response will differ depending on who made it. What? She bends her fingers and starts going over the procedure. I'm not trying to be mean, but I can't stop teasing her. It's just too fun. I guess I'm a bad person for feeling joy from something like this. What a bad guy. She finally opens her mouth after hesitating. I was the one who made them. They were good. What? It was pretty delicious as well as the last one you made. It matched the rice perfectly. She blushes again. She's getting so shy. Once again, she is so funny to mess around with. I only wish the bad guys out there won't take advantage of her. Good luck, Reina. I'll train you to be a stronger woman. Make a pledge in my heart. Let's go. We can't make Mion wait. She can get very mad. I try to wake her up from her daydream and start heading toward the school. This blushing, strange girl is Ryugu Reina. It's only been a month since I met her, but her name is not the only strange thing about her. Mi-chan, good morning. I see someone waiting for us at our next stop. Oh, I wonder who it could be. She waves her hand as she sees us. There you are. You guys are late. You're the one who's late all the time. She's the total opposite of Reina. Her name is Sonozaki Mion. She's an upperclassman at our school and the leader of the class. Good morning, Reina. Long time no see, Kei-chan. How many years has it been? I was only gone for 2 days. Is that true? You were still so cute when I saw you the last time. She starts staring at me and focuses around my lower body. Things are about to get sexual, children. Yes. No, I'm not. No, I'm really not joking. Things are literally about to get kind of sexually interesting. It's actually very descriptive, funny enough. More so than the anime and manga combined. Is she talking about my crotch? Just to be clear, she's never seen my private area before. That's what we'll say, obviously, yes. I know I've grown up since then. You'll be surprised. Not only did I grow up, but yeah, like I said, it gets descriptive. So, yeah, if you're not one for this, well, I don't know what you're doing on the damn channel. First of all, and second of all, this is just normal visual novel stuff. I mean, honestly, it's pretty normal. There is literally no sexual content in this game, so it's not like my past visual novels. I mean, compared to Bible Black and School Days, this is pretty tame. And let's be honest with ourselves. Not only did I grow up, but there's some hair growing too. Yes, yes. It's very energetic every morning too, if you know what I mean. Ah, yes. I'll show it to you someday if you want. Oh, damn! I mean, damn, son. He was fast. He was fast. Someday, I'd rather see it now. Why don't you let this thing breathe this fresh morning air? Like I said, very descriptive. And I promise you nothing happens, but it makes it sound like something's going to happen. What a nasty conversation we're having in this fresh, beautiful morning. Mion can be like an old man sometimes. No kidding. Fine then. Let me show it to you. Okay, this is one of the things that makes. Seriously, this is what makes Higurashi great. I mean, it's just weird. No other visual novel does this. None. Well, okay, there are a few, but Maybe I give it too much credit. Maybe I'm just too much of a fan of it. I don't know. Maybe. Maybe there are other visual novels who do it in a similar fashion. But not that I have played / read. Also, don't ask me if you play a visual novel or if you read a visual novel. I always say play because it's technically a game. It's technically on a computer, so it's technically a game. But you're also reading a lot, so it's technically a book. That's what makes visual novels and sound novels and all these things weird and air gaze and all that stuff that I do. You know, yeah. I mean, technically, air gaze is just a visual novel with sexual content. Honestly, at the end of the day, that's all it is. But yeah. Don't you regret it, okay? Raina starts getting in panic as soon as I put my hand over the sticker. As most people would, so, you know. Hey, what are you talking about? What is it? She pretends she doesn't understand anything, but she knows exactly what we're talking about. So, how was it? What was it like to be back in the big city? Mion finally changes the subject to something more fitting to the fresh morning. I just went there for a funeral. I was busy the whole time. Did you find what I asked for? Did you? Hey, did you hear what I just said? I was only there for the funeral. I had no time to wander around the toy store. Hey! Toy stores and a hobby shop. I think it's a toy store and a hobby shop are toy stores and hobby shops are totally different things. Yeah, there shouldn't be an there, but yeah. Never mind. Oh, well, grammar! Translators, get your shit straight or whatever. I don't know. Nah, I'm just kidding. Honestly, overall, it's a pretty good translation. I can't find any foreign products around here, you know? Are you talking about games again, Mi-chan? Leo nods as Rina asks her. Yep, I asked K-chan to bring me back the catalog for foreign games. She's talking about imported games. She's such a geek. She's so into these games. Almost like me, ha! You can always order from the city, right? I guess so. I'm going to get some good games again. Just to clarify, she's not talking about video games. She's not talking about video games. She's talking about like board games and stuff, and yeah, I don't know. Yeah, not my kind of game. Just saying, yeah. I played them when I was a kid, but you know. Look, I play a video game every day, but board games? Nah. Will you get something simple enough for me next time? I mean, technically, this isn't a game. I mean, it is, but it's not. Again, we're getting into the whole visual novel classification thing again, and let's not go there! Miona's a collector of games, such as card games and board games. Yep, knew it. According to Reina, Mion's room is like a museum of domestic and international games. Let me play with something I can follow too, okay? Sure. If you're willing to play against us, our skills are pretty advanced, you know. I can't wait. I'm pretty confident in my skills too. Wow! Does that mean he's gonna join our group soon? Is that so? Rin expresses her joy and stares at my face, and Mion's in turns. Mion winks at her, and Rin gets more excited. That's not true! That's sexist! That's sexist that you didn't say that about me! Just kidding. Talking about the line, Rin, yeah. I always like to play outside, so I never thought he would join us. That's sexist! Ah! Oh man, maybe everyone who probably was enjoying Let's Play at this point probably just left because of that. But get used to it and get over it! Ray seems to be very happy. Seems like we've known each other for years, but it's only been less than a month since I met them. How time flies! I can feel their kindness. They're making me feel welcome to be here. Or are they? We're about to find out, and Higurashi when they cry. I have to get used to my new environment as soon as possible. I want to be closer to them, like I've been here for a long time. Well, I think you've already done that, but whatever. Well, suffice to say, I think we're gonna call it an episode, and you're gonna probably gonna be like, "What? Pigman, what? What? Is the end of the episode already? What? What?" Yeah, it is, because suffice to say, a new scene is about to start, and it's a lawn scene, and I didn't want to make this an incredibly long video. In fact, the Higurashi When They Cry series, I think it's gonna be like shorter videos typically, not super long videos. And plus, this was a good introduction episode, and you don't want to make introduction episodes too long anyways, so I'm sure there'll be a few hour episodes here or there, but not this one. So I hope you guys all enjoyed. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to save over this, of course, and we'll save it under LP file 01 as we did with School Days. Of course, there are a lot more save slots in School Days, but you know. Anyways, I hope you guys all enjoyed this first episode of Let's Play Higurashi When They Cry. It's been a lot of fun. Good introduction episode. We met the first few major characters in the series. Got an introduction to you know, who Keiichi is, what his life is. In the introduction, we kind of got an idea of what's to come in the series. And believe me, there's a lot of mysterious things that happen. But it will be just a little while before we get to that point. So, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like if you enjoyed, comment down below, let me know what you're thinking of Higurashi so far, and if you're excited for future episodes, I certainly am. But I want to know what you guys think as well. Share on social media sites like Twitter, Facebook, Google+, or what the hell have you. My name is LP Pigman 999, and before I go out, you know, conclude my outro, I'd just like to say there are a few series coming up, such as continuing, well, Clock Tower, sure, but actually more importantly, what was I thinking of? Corpse Party, yeah, we're going to be continuing Corpse Party. I'm thinking about starting the Crooked Man very soon, and we have a bunch of RPG Maker games to do, like Paranoia, Can Be Sao, and continuing When Yandere's Cry, and continuing Mad Father, and stuff like that. Just got a new Mad Father episode out recently, so I'm very happy about that. I know many people were excited for White Day. However, White Day has not been really working, so White Day will probably never happen. I hate to say it. I'll give it another shot, but my computer was not working, so I don't know. We'll have to see, I guess. There are others, such as visual novels like Kawaii Shoujo, and Yasuke Sora, and Canon, and Mobile Black, and other RPG games like Disgaea, and Warriors of the Lost Empire, and Ultimate Alliance 2, and other games like that. But that's all I have to say for now. My name is LP Pigman 999. I'll see you on the next episode of Higurashi or whatever other Let's Play I may do. Pigman out! Don't let the Higurashi get you. We're the demon yandere girls or whatever. You know what I mean? See ya.